Welcome back, Bertini fam, and for those of you all who are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Michael Bertini, and in today's video, we're going to be removing these factory wheels and tires and putting on some performance wheels and tires, so beadlocks and some really kick-ass all-terrain tires. Now, do me a big favor, if you have yet to click that subscribe button right now. This way you can stay up to date with all of my content, and you could stay up to date on my build series videos. Now, we're going to go ahead and get the new wheels and tires weighed up to see if we're adding any weight to the bike, especially any rotational mass to the bike. And then we're gonna go ahead and weigh up the factory wheels and tires to see how they compare to the new set that we're adding on. For those of you who don't know this, but adding more rotational mass does slow down your vehicle. And so that is something that we wanna keep in mind when we're adding on these new wheels and tires. But of course, we are looking to add traction to this bike, and so traction is playing a factor. So if we do gotta give a little bit to get some more, then that's what we're gonna do. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Now, I'm going to be putting in the description box below product links to where you can purchase this set from. So what I went with is I went with the System 3 off-road wheels. These are the beadlock wheels. And in terms of the tires I went with the Bighorn 2.0 radial tires. So these are lighter weight than the original OG Bighorns. And I know that everybody has mixed views on whether you should do the OGs, the 2.0s, or the 3.0s. I really think it's just preference and what you're looking to achieve. So the Bighorn tires are made by Maxxis, so these are great tires. In terms of the size that I went with 26, 11, 14s in the rear, and then I went with 26 by 9 R14s in the front. Now, I purchased this set from kjmotorsports.com, I believe is their website, but like I said, I'll go ahead and include a link in the description box below. I also opted, because I do have a feature of removing the stock or the chrome lug nuts, if you will, because they do come with a free set of these, and I opted to go with the black ones, which I think the finish is going to be perfect. So instead of with the chrome, I went with the black ones, black nuts. Now I just want to show you something real quick. This, and the video is not doing it justice, but these wheels are actually significantly wider than the stock ones, or I should say, not just the wheels, but I should say the width of the tires are significantly wider in the rear than the stock ones. The fronts are just slightly different in terms of width. It's just a little bit more width on the front ones, but yeah, there is some difference here. They're a little bit, actually they're roughly about the same height. Now that I'm looking at it this way, but anyways, let's go ahead and get these things weighed up. We'll get the the rear wheel weighed up, and we'll go ahead and get a front wheel weighed up. This way we can compare them to the weight of the stock wheels and tires. All right, let's go ahead and get the first wheel weighed up here. 36.8 pounds is what the first wheel weighs up, and that is the front wheel. Now let's go ahead and weigh up the rear wheel and see what this one weighs in at. 42.8 pounds. Yeah, 42.8 pounds on the rear wheel. All right, let's go ahead and get these stock wheels off. This way we can go ahead and see the weight on these wheels in comparison to the new ones we're adding. Granted, like I said, even though we're going to be adding more traction to the bike, and I love the way the new wheels look, so it's not the biggest difference for me. But it's good to know in terms of the science behind it if we're adding more rotational mass to the bike. Now, I highly recommend applying some anti-seize to threads to any time you remove wheels, just applying anti-seize to the threads just so you know they stay in good, healthy condition. So far so good. The rear tires are looking really meaty. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but look, and there's even like a little bit of a slight poke. I mean, a very minor. They're almost flush with the fenders, but not exactly. There's about, I want to say about 1.5 inches poke out, maybe even 2 inches poking out, but they look good. Really happy with them so far. Check them out. Wow, they look good. I really like them. Now to get the front wheels off. So I just want to quickly show you something. The factory tire and the Bighorn 2.0, you could see that the Bighorn 2.0 is slightly wider than the factory ITP tire. Wow, they came out looking really nice. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Oh, they look sick. I like them. Man, did that make a big difference. It's crazy what like the look of some wheels can completely transform the bike. I mean, it looks really, really good with these wheels and tire combinations on here. Now, one thing very important, I don't use a torque wrench to tighten down the lug nut, so we need to go around and just torque these to proper spec. I'm gonna go with 80 foot-pounds, well, between like 76 to 80. I'll think about it here in a second. Foot-pounds, even though the manual calls for less than these are aftermarket wheels. And I know that that really doesn't have, you know, much to do with it, but it's more to do with the bolt, and that's really what torque is based off of, is the actual bolt themselves. So I'm going to go around and torque everything down to 80 foot-pounds because I don't like using the impact gun to do it, or my air compressor to do it. I prefer doing it with a torque wrench, and so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. So I'm actually going with 75 foot-pounds. I think that should be enough, and then I'll go ahead and check them after a few rides and see how they are and how they've stayed on. But I'm gonna go with 75. Okay, so first we'll go ahead and weigh up the factory rear tire. We are at 41.4 pounds on the factory rear. Now let's go ahead and weigh up the factory front tire, and we are at 33.4 pounds on the factory front tire. Okay, so here are the final specs. So on the System 3 wheels with the Maxxis Bighorn 2.0s, the rear was 42.8 pounds, the front was 36.8 pounds, while the stock wheels and tires, the rear had 41.4 pounds and the front had 33.4 pounds, and that brought the grand total to we added 1.4 pounds to the rear, but we reduced 3.4 pounds to the front. So overall there was a pretty significant weight reduction, I would say. So this is definitely a good thing, and especially given the fact that we added so much more traction to the mix, and looks obviously and appeal. I think this was a well worth upgrade. Well, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed this video. Do me a big favor if you have enjoyed this video, especially if you have enjoyed these specific wheel and tire combo, do me a big favor and click that like button now and comment down below and let me know what you guys think of these wheels and tires. And then also make sure, if you have yet to click that subscribe button up to this point, go ahead and click that subscribe button now. You really are helping me out when you do that. So I'd greatly appreciate if you can go ahead and hook me up and hit that subscribe button right now. So stay tuned in for the next video. I think the next video I'm gonna be doing the handlebar setup, maybe that or maybe the exhaust. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with the handlebars though next. Anyways, make sure you all are putting great energy out there into the world and you're paying it forward. I'll check y'all out later. Bye now.